saw a video of my mutual talking about why sometimes when you ask for protection and you don't necessarily receive any sort of a signal or a sign from God or universe that your prayers were received and it will be answered. And she was saying that, well, it's a sign that it was received and it will be honored, because sometimes, the response to your prayer is silence because it's working. And a way to actually signify that is that you're going to feel a sense of peace. Now, I'm going to actually say a different way to know whether your prayer was received or not. Like, you think that just because you ask for a higher protection or guidance that it will always be honored. It's not like that, because just like on the earth realm, there is court system here. In the higher realms, there's court up there as well. There's justice system up there as well. So when you ask for something like protection, like spiritual protection, like especially from God's protection, right? God's protection. Sometimes you're not going to receive that, especially if you are the one who created drama and chaos. I see a lot of people actually causing chaos and destruction in other people's life or in your own life, and sabotaging situations, creating unnecessary drama and destroy people's lives or peace. And then they think that asking for protection or claiming, being in God's favor is going to resolve anything. So in those circumstances, the silence means that no. Why do you think it's justified to ask for protection after you sabotaged yourself and other people's lives? Now, I'm not talking about cases where people repent and truly ask for forgiveness. I'm talking about people who are self-righteous and they just, maybe they caused some harm in other people's lives, or they did something and they don't want to take accountability, so they're avoiding what really happened. They're avoiding the truth, but they want to be protected from higher realms, and they want to be favored by God, and they want to be justified. Well, they feel justified, so now they want the higher realm to acknowledge that justification and justice. But it's not always going to work. Just because you ask for something, it doesn't mean that it's going to be granted. Now, that's the difference between the physical realm here and the higher realm. Here, it might be easier to manipulate. You manipulate other people, you manipulate emotions, you manipulate circumstances, you create theatrics, you look for validation, you play on people's emotion, you create chaos and then play the victim, whatever. You can do whatever you want. You can create charm, whatever it is that you can do on the physical realm. But just like I said, up there is justice as well, court system as well. And that realm cannot be manipulated, because they see everything for its core. So they see everything for its roots, for the core, the real ulterior motive. So if you're not actually justified, but you think you're self-righteous, that's not going to be honored. So yes, sometimes when you ask for protection, or when you make a prayer in general, and sometimes you don't really know, did it work or not? Yes, so what my mutual said was also true. Sometimes, yes, sometimes there is no. I'm also panting right now because it's hot. I'm also dealing with a bit of sunburn, so I feel like generally I'm feeling, okay, anyways. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So sometimes, yes, silence equals just peace. It was taken care of. Don't worry, baby. I got you, that. And then other times it means, no, you did this, so deal with it. So don't bring God or universe or higher realms into your bullshit. That's what I want to say, because I just can't stand when people create bullshit in their own life, or they cause bullshit in other people's lives and then think that they're divinely protected, or they think that God's gonna fix their problems. No.